safe we feel depends very much on where we live. When asked in a Home Office survey what makes people feel that their neighbourhood has a high rate of crime, the most popular answer was graffiti. The defacing of property gives the impression there's no pride in the community, and that's something that's exploited by young criminals. Graffiti is usually done by small gangs or crews. Each member is known as a writer or tagger. This crew call themselves ATG. They sprayed their tag on shops, buildings and railway lines all over London. They are serial vandals.
I'd see it as just a sort of covering areas and just sort of being in the view of the general public. You've been here, you've been there, you've been all around this whole area and put your name up. It's like that thing about people going around, animals, dogs, marking their scent.
And just like dogs, they never miss an opportunity to leave their mark. To graffiti crews, it's just part of the game. They even have a name for it: bombing.
I suppose bombing is your most standard form of graffiti, just going out, bombing, as it might suggest, bombing everything, just getting your name up everywhere, using anything, just going out and writing on everything basically.
From bombing, graffiti writers then move on to silvers, simple designs or letters filled in with silver paint. They use silver because it covers brick and concrete surfaces better than other colours. As they get more experienced, they move on to complex, multicoloured designs known as throw-ups.
Throw-ups like stylised, a symbol which represents your personalised tag or name, and the idea of that is just to get it up as much as you can. Yeah, it's part of bombing, isn't it? Just to have your personalised throw-up.
More than anything else, the aim of graffiti writers is to get their tag seen in more places, particularly in more dangerous or inaccessible places, than anyone else. And the holy grail for graffiti vandals is trains. They are a huge moving canvas that allows the graffiti fraternity to show off their skills to each other, and cleaning up after them is costing us all a fortune.
Once we find a train's been graffitied in service, we have to take it out of service and move it to a depot to allow cleaning to take place. Once at the depot, it can take 2 men up to an hour per carriage to clean the graffiti off.
It's the commuters who pay. Cleaning off graffiti has to be paid for out of the cost of our tickets. And nationally, this sort of criminal damage causes nearly 12,000 hours of delays because trains are taken out of service. But it's more than just the money at stake. The very sight of graffiti raises people's fears. A police survey last year found that more than 50% of women feel unsafe waiting for trains after dark. The presence of graffiti on or in carriages only heightens that unease. For the vandals, writing graffiti is often an addiction. Like drug addicts, they need their nightly fix.
There's different sides of graff which make it addictive. But personally for me, and I think with a lot of graphers, a lot of my mates as well, is that whole thing of risking your life. That's the whole part of it. If you get away with it and you do it and you're still alive and you think, oh, I risk my life just to get that, that's a buzz in itself. One of the most dangerous situations I've been on is when you hear a train coming, you're not really sure where it's coming from. You're either going to stand against the wall like that and the train's going to go like that and it's going to suck you in, or you run down and hide on the other thing. And what I decided to do is just hang off a bridge and just hang on like that until the train goes past. As long as you can support your own weight, you're okay. But that's probably one of the most dangerous, because if you let go, you're dead.
If you continually trespass on the railways, sooner or later you're going to get injured. But if the trains don't get you, It's likely the police will. It's 7:30 a.m. Officers from the British Transport Police's Graffiti Squad have come to Stanmore, an affluent suburb of northwest London. They're looking for a young criminal who's caused thousands of pounds worth of damage.
PC Norton from the British Transport Police. We've actually got a warrant here. It's been issued by a magistrate's court.
Come in.
OK, thank you very much.
In December last year, a CCTV camera caught a gang of youths vandalising the inside of a train.
Us? Police is here. Please. You can come in.
OK, thank you. Hi Azim, how you doing, mate? All right. Tom Norton from British Transport Police, mate.
If anybody is doing graffiti, it's him. That's what
Him?
One of the gang was signing off with his personal tag, Titch, a name that had begun to appear all over London.
Are you decent, old chap? Good, nothing on. You're being arrested, okay, for causing criminal damage to London Underground.
Okay, you can go to your dress, please. Brush your teeth, wash your face.
Which is over a period of time.
Okay?
Okay, just going to tell him what's happening, okay?
I think he knows. Don't worry.
Alright, so you're under arrest for criminal damage to London Underground, okay? So you don't have to say anything. The mayor on defence didn't mention when questioned something which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Okay?
Officers got a breakthrough when they arrested another suspect who had the name Titch stored in his mobile phone. A check on that number traced it here.
Spot on, mate. We've got a warrant, obviously, to search the whole premises. What I'd be inclined to do is actually, at the moment, search Azim's bedroom.
Well, basically what we're looking for, okay, things related to criminal damage and things related to graffiti.
Well, I mean, anyway, we can help you because he has been warned by us. If you ever get into trouble, you're out. Okay. You knew this was going to happen. Why didn't you stop?
It doesn't take long before they start uncovering the evidence they need.
Is this rucksack yours?
Yeah, it is mine.
You were playing bicycle last night.
So is it one blue rucksack?
Yeah, one blue Puma rucksack right on there now.
I've got the words Titch written. Did you write that?
Yeah, on that paper, yeah.
Yes, I did on that paper. Okay.
Like most graffiti writers, he wants to show off his work and has photographed himself in the act. There's a camera in with his spray paints and a collection of incriminating photos.
Seems that it's our suspect writing on the side of a train there. Quite clear from the baseball cap we seized in the rucksack as well.
There's also another find.
Right, I've got a wrap. Right. Looks like...
Have a little sniff.
It smells like hashish in there. Is this patch yours?
Yeah.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
The hashish is yours?
Yeah.
Right.
Titch, real name Azim Nobibikas, pled guilty to nearly £8,000 worth of criminal damage. Graffiti and petty vandalism are stepping stones on Britain's streets of crime. As offenders get older, they can lead to more serious offences, like muggings, robberies and drugs. In West London, plainclothes officers are on a mission to prevent petty young offenders turning into hardened criminals. They're targeting this area because of a spate of street robberies involving a known gang of youths.
So all we're going to do is take down your details and you're allowed a copy of this.
No problem.
Yeah?
Okay. Do I look like a criminal? Do you know, I work 5 days a week.
What does a criminal look like?
Paying tax. I don't know. What does a criminal look like?
Their details check out. They're totally innocent.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too.
And as they've done nothing wrong, they're free to go.